My greatest fear is meeting the wrong people in my life.
The fact that I spend money, I should also find a process to duplicate the money that I have.
If you are a lazy person, you will always find something to complain about.
The main challenges that I'm currently facing is time management.
Challenge number one will be in terms of capital, because as a student, I have so much potential, but I'm also limited by the amount of money that comes into my hand.
What I would wish to tell them that life is just a game. It matters how you play it. You must first of all understand the rules of the game. First of all, understand that it is a game. Then get to know about the rules. Then play your game sharp.
You know, many guys are suffering because they are focusing on employment too much, and they're forgetting that they have potential inside them. I think employment will limit your potential. God is the source of everything, and every other thing is a resource. So if you go to the source, it shows you where you're supposed to be.
Thank you for joining us today. This is 3T TV, and of course today we are in the streets of Thika town along General Cargo, and we are taking our focus today in the world of business. I'm always your host, Joseph Kaindi Ndumo, and today we are having a close-up interview with student entrepreneur at Right in Mount Kenya University. So I hope by the end of this show you will have been inspired, you have been motivated, and you will learn more about life and life in Wholesome. So today I'm joined by Patrick. Hello, sir.
Yeah,
you're good?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How is life?
Life is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thank God.
Maybe you can tell us your name, full name, if you don't mind.
Yeah. My name is Justus Patrick Mwandoa. I'm a student of MKU. I'm a 1.2 student, and I'm doing Bachelor of Business Management, and I'm planning to branch with marketing because that is my area of passion. Yeah.
Very well. I understand that you are a student here at Mount Kenya University. So our focus today is very much lying in the fact that you are a student, and also I can see you are in business.
Yeah.
So how is business so far?
Business is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, business is what we require now as young people, because if we focus majorly on employment, then I think we are lost as a generation. We need to be job creators, not to go out there after our degree and start looking for jobs. So as for me, I decided the line of business because I think this is what is going to feed me in future. It is also in my line of career. So business is wonderful. Business is good.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand where you got your inspiration from, or rather what motivated you being a student and also venturing into the line of business.
So you see, when I finished Form 4, one of my sponsors told me that all of these major courses won't give you a lot of money, as business will give you a lot of money. He gave me examples of those people who are not so much educated, but they have made it in life. The owner of Amazon, Jeff Bezos. Yeah. People like the richest guy, who was formerly the richest guy. What is his name? Windows.
The Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, those guys.
Yeah.
So these guys have really made it in life, and it's not all through education. It was all in the line of business. And he told me, many guys are suffering because they are focusing on employment too much, and they're forgetting that they have potential inside them. I think employment will limit your potential. But when in business, you can explore a dynamic field. You're able to know who you are. Yeah, you're able to understand this is my area of calling in business, and when you venture into it, you get success. Yeah.
Wow, that's profound to understand. So maybe you can tell us, you are a student.
Yeah, I'm a student.
So I expect you to be in class right now.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you're here. So how do you juggle between being in class and being here?
As I said earlier, I'm not working alone actually, but also I'm a job creator. I've employed somebody who I live here when I go to classes. And also I have a business partner. We help each other. Like for example, kama tunaendea stock tao, kama nani atafungua asubuhi, you have just to plan yourself. Because in business, one thing that is very key, that is called time management. And if you're not able to handle your time, then they say that time is money. So me, I think how I can juggle the two is because I'm a good time manager. I plan my day before I do anything else.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's very much important to understand, because this is something that many young people struggle with, the issue of time management, and you've brought it up in a very precise way. Do you have challenges as a young entrepreneur and a student also that you face?
You know, challenges must be there, but you know, when the going gets tough, you have to get tougher. You see?
Yeah.
So there is no, you cannot enter into business, a business field that has no challenges.
Yeah.
Of course, I have competitors, and also I'm limited also because I'm a student. So it's not all the time I'll be here. So maybe challenge number one will be in terms of capital, because as a student, I have so much potential, but I'm also limited by the amount of money that comes into my hand. So I have to go little by little. But I think capital is the major challenges when you're starting a business. When you study business studies, I do business studies in campus. And one of the big challenges in retail is capital, how to raise your capital to start your own business. So I think challenges are there, but you have to get tougher. Yeah, we have to,
we have been so much into the conversation such that our dear viewers are wondering what sort of business does our entrepreneur, young entrepreneur student here venture into. So I think just in a minute you can take us around your business, let us get to know what you offer to the world.
This is just but a dream that is in the process of making. You see, this is how I see myself in years coming. Because as you can see here, nauza saa, I sell watches.
Yes.
They are very nice watches.
Yeah.
I sell bracelets, I sell ladies' watches, I sell chains. As in, my passion is in fashion.
Fashion.
Yeah. And this is where I decided to begin from. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe to have a typical view of what you sell, how much does a normal watch, cost?
Yeah, it depends with the quality, because it depends with your personality, your taste. Like these plastic strap watches, they go at 350. These bracelets go at 200. These ones go at 200. This one go at 400. These ones also go at 400. It depends on.
And your prices are negotiable or they are fixed?
It depends. It depends on who I'm selling to. Because as a businessman, you don't have. When you set a fixed price, you limit yourself. Yeah. So you limit, because there's somebody who will offer more. You know, in marketing, we study what we call psychological pricing and demand pricing. You see, so you have to play with these principles in pricing. There's one who will come here. You see this person who is because of the demand pricing, he will place some value on your item and will be able to buy it higher price. Kuna mwingine atakuja hapo mpatie psychological pricing, mwambie ni 259, hata ona kama ni 260. So tunacheza tu na wao hivyo.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome, and it's nice seeing young people like you and I venturing into the world of business. So what do you have your highest moments that you can point out, like a day that you made the highest sales? And
this business is very lucrative. I can say that because I tell you the truth, I make more profit than the stock money that I get in. It's called I think somebody said, I listened to one person who's Bishop Odepo says that diligence is doing your best, but sacrifice is doing beyond your best, and that is what makes great men. So as long as God is backing you up, it depends. Business is very spiritual. So as long as God is backing you up, things are good. I can say the highest profit I made was up to 2,000 in a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You are in the business.
Yeah.
And I understand one of the biggest things and challenges that businessmen and per se as young as you face is the fact that they have some fears. Maybe they fear having a loss, closing up, things going bad. What is your greatest fear as it comes to the line of business?
My greatest fear is meeting the wrong people in my life. That is my greatest fear. Because I believe with the right people, you are able to explore your potential. They are able to challenge you to go beyond your limits. Sometimes we set limitations. We as young people, we are afraid to venture into something. There's something we call MRS in microeconomics, and it depends on the level of your MRS. If it is very high, then you are a great risk taker. Very low, you are a low risk taker. So an entrepreneur, as a young person, as a young entrepreneur, you must have a high MRS.
What is that MRS?
That is, it just means risk taking.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be a risk taker.
Yeah,
you see,
yeah.
you have to go out there. Don't fear, because the moment you fear, you limit yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fear is a limit,
Wow.
so you have to break it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. You intend to go on with your business.
Yeah, yeah.
So where do you see yourself in the next coming 5 years when you map yourself among the under 40 millionaires in Kenya?
I think I'll be a millionaire 5 years from now. Yeah.
So it's the future of your business.
I want to start up a company.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a brand name, Eden's Collection. Eden meaning the source of everything good.
Wow.
Because in the Garden of Eden, everything was perfect.
Yeah.
So we are bringing into fashion things that are perfect, collecting you and bringing together things. We are offering quality to our customers. So my vision is to come up with a brand name, maybe to start a company before I finish campus and work on it until it grows.
Wow.
I want to be the next Jeff Bezos.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I know as long as you have the vision and you go for it,
Yeah.
Nothing can distract you from having it.
Yeah.
So are you going only to venture into watches and bracelets, or you still thinking about doing fashion design as much as clothing?
Yeah, fashion is a wide market.
Yeah.
So I think it's very diverse. I'm not only limiting myself. I'm only doing this for now. Years to come, I'll be handling shippings of clothes, suits, everything that concerns with fashion. That is my vision. We're also planning to do a virology lab in Kenya. We realized that these medicine equipments are not there. So also planning to venture into the medicine field, Dogo. Yeah, that's our vision.
Wow, awesome. We are about to end our show, and of course we need a word of advice to the young men and women out there who are always complaining to the government that they need employment, that they need like the last time that the higher education loan board, the board, when they did not release the money, everybody was around protesting. So what's your advice to such kind of young students who are out there and want to venture into business?
The Bible says in the book of Proverbs that you see, much talk without doing leads to poverty. So let us stop complaining. If you are a lazy person, you will always find something to complain about. But if you're out there, you are willing to do something, you go to God, because I believe God is the source of everything and every other thing is a resource. So if you go to the source, He shows you where you are supposed to. Like me, I believe my horn in business is in fashion. There's somebody out there, maybe your horn in business is in food industry, is in the medicine industry. So get outside there, try these things. Don't be afraid. Go for it. You don't need capital, you need ideas. And as long as you need ideas, money will come. Because money follows where there are ideas. Money does not just come. Because if I tell you I have 10,000, what will you do with it? Maybe tulipata help watu wengi, wengine tukiwaste, unaget vitu kama hizo. But this money is an opportunity. Don't be an optimist, be an opportunist. See opportunity in everything that you do. See opportunity in every place. And I think succeed in life. Business is the way forward, not employment. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time, of course, Patrick. And I wish you all the best in your line of business.
Thank you, sir.
And of course, I'm going to be your number one fan and customer all along. And on the very, very same focus of the world, in the world of business, we are joined by another student who is going to introduce himself to us and runs a fast joint food cafe at the streets of General Cargo, just opposite Mwai Kibaki Convention Center. So welcome so much, sir. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get to know your name.
I'm Sumo.
Yeah.
I'm a student in MKU, Mount Kenya University. At that year, pursuing bachelor's in physics, education, that is physics, combination of physics and mathematics.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a very strange combination, having the fact that you're in the line of business. So what really motivates you to venture into business, yet you are a mwalimu?
Yeah. By a fact that I spend money, I should also find a process to duplicate the money that I have. to continue producing more money, and I learn how to manage the money that I get.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you can tell our viewers maybe what kind of business that you run over here.
Okay, I'm running a small business. I'm caring about your stomachs, you guys. I'm caring about your stomachs. I do prepare some dishes here and there. The breakfast, the dinner, the lunch dinner, and supper.
Wow.
Yeah.
I understand you're a student also.
Yeah.
How do you find it very easy juggling around school and also your business?
That is a very key thing. Yeah, I understand that the main thing that brought me into around Thika, it was studies, and I ventured into business. Then I had to improvise a way that I could survive both in the classwork and the business. Now, I've got my friend. I've got not one friend. I've got several friends. When I've got a class, I just leave them here. Then I go to class. The moment they have classes, they go, and I'm left here.
Wow. We want to understand a typical day, like when you wake up, when you open your business, when you leave this place, like your typical day.
My typical day, my usual day starts is from around 5, and some days is from 4. So when I wake up, I just take my things. Last night, before the day that I'm working, I buy the things that I'm required, or maybe the things that I'm lacking in my business. Then in the very morning, I just wake up and prepare, and I start preparing for the job. After the other things, I prepare for the job. I do some preparing the dough for the chapati. I prepare some other things. Then I prepare myself. I go for cleaning and preparation, personal preparation.
Yeah.
Then I come down to business if at all I'm not in class.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. There's a notion in Kenya whereby every young man and woman out there are bashing words to the government that they need to be provided employment, that they need government to do 1 or 2 things, and they focus so much about what the government can do to them, not what they can do to themselves. And I can see you are an example of somebody who doesn't depend on the government. What is your word of advice to such kind of young Kenyans?
I've got a great friend of mine that was a PA to the president that handed over to the to the current president of Mukusa. That is Mount Kenya University. He's called Robert Dacho. One day, as we were speaking with Robert Dacho, he told me that the whole world now, the business part of it, they are estimating an approximate of 500 billionaires in the future to come. Then he asked me, what are you doing about it? Then that thing challenged me so a lot. And every day when I wake up, I don't think about business. I don't think about being employed. I think how I can generate money.
Wow.
Yeah, it's about you, about your motive, how to produce more money. Yeah.
So is there a possibility then that in the next coming years, even after you graduate, you will not very much concentrate on the degree and the employment as an educationist, or rather you'll still continue with the art of business?
As much as I'm being employed, the moment that I get the employment, I don't live the lifestyle of being a businessman, because there are teachers that are businessmen, there are medics that are also businessmen. We've got the other people that are doing other fields, but they're also in the business part. So it's a matter of how you interrelate the two things, and how you are supporting and how they are supporting you. Yeah.
Any challenges that you get to face around here, being a young entrepreneur and also as a student?
As the main challenges that I'm currently facing is time management. I'm a little bit being challenged by time. Even if I'm working at very early in the morning, the time management, but I'm working on it. The other things are the normal things about the very hot sun, and maybe sometimes it rains, so it's a challenge being a fact that this is an open place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you see your business in the next coming 5 years?
In the next
Where do you see yourself in the coming 5 years?
In the next 5 years to come, I think I want to be here. I'm a student first of all. When I will graduate, I won't continue staying here, but the idea, I will amplify it.
Wow.
You understand? Now, when I amplify the idea, it will generate more income for me, and I can't see myself in a small thing. You know, this is a step in the rock, and the moment that I get a step in the rock, in some time to come, I want to be in the same step in the rock. Yeah.
Wow, awesome. Awesome to understand that. It has been an awesome time having you around. Maybe you can have a parting short words to our viewers and say something to them.
To my viewers, what I would wish to tell them that life is just a game. It matters how you play it. You must first of all understand the rules of the game. First of all, understand that it is a game. Then get to know about the rules. Then play your game sharp. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. It is the world of business. We began in the line of fashion and now in the industry of hospitality, whereby we had our guest, and that's Amos Mumo, and we have had an interaction with him. We'll still be having this kind of focuses whereby we'll be bringing out the best for you to learn and for you to be motivated. Always your guy, Joseph Kaindindumo. Till next time, see you.